Hey everyone, hope you're all well. Today I'll be going through everything that should be shown during the Halo Infinite showcase at this year's E3. I think it's safe to say that Microsoft will be going all out to ensure that Xbox is the most talked about console, and with big new game reveals and gameplay footage from upcoming games, I'm sure that'll be the case. Halo Infinite needs to have an amazing showcase this year, and I'm sure it will. But it's crucial Microsoft pull no punches with Halo Infinite's presentation, because it is easily the most anticipated game releasing this year. Many people will be watching to see how much it's improved since last year's gameplay demo, so Microsoft cannot disappoint this time around. E3 will be massive, and it's where we'll finally see more gameplay from Halo Infinite. We've had small appetizers with the Inside Infinite updates, and whilst they've been great and well received, we've not actually seen any new gameplay for Infinite since July last year. So 343 and Microsoft know they need to go big to get the Halo hype train going. I have a pretty solid idea on what they are going to show during the Halo Infinite showcase. So with that said, let's get into it. The Halo Infinite July reveal in 2020 opened with a cinematic trailer, which was both beautiful and nostalgic before jumping into a gameplay demo. The Halo Infinite segment was around 10 minutes long, however for this year's showcase, I believe it will be much longer, because 343 will have more to show off, and of course it's confirmed that Infinite will release this year, so expect a big news blowout with this year's E3. The Halo Infinite presentation should start with a gameplay slice from the campaign. That should highlight the improved graphics, as well as show off one of the open environments we will see during the campaign. It will be similar to what 343 did with Halo 5, where during the 2015 E3 showcase, they did a campaign playthrough of one of the missions that went for about 7 minutes. I can definitely see something like that happening with Halo Infinite, however I wouldn't be surprised if they showcase the exact same environment from last year's gameplay demo, and highlight all the changes made, which would be good to see. However, I'm not sure if everyone would want to see that, considering it wouldn't be anything new in terms of the campaign. I think the best bet is to expect a gameplay demo of a different part of the campaign, where 343 might showcase some familiar weapons like the plasma rifle or Needler, because my god, the Halo Infinite Needler looks so amazing, and I just need to see that in action soon. I've got to say that I don't think the campaign will be the primary focus of this year's E3. The multiplayer is something we are all itching to see, and 343 know this, so I think we should expect to see a huge multiplayer reveal, where it should open with a gameplay trailer, which will show quick snippets of some of the multiplayer maps, as well as players killing each other in game. Hopefully this will lead to a full game of the leaked Big Team Battle 2.0 mode, with weapons and vehicles from the past, as well as some new banished variants. That would be so cool to see, and if done well, it would certainly get the hype going. I'm not sure how long the Halo Infinite segment for this year's E3 will be. Usually they're around 10 minutes long, which means 343 and Microsoft will need to prioritise either campaign or multiplayer. However, if they decide to focus on the multiplayer, still expect an epic campaign trailer. I do think that more time will be allocated for Halo Infinite during the E3 Xbox presentation. After all, Halo Infinite is the flagship title for the Xbox Series X, and there's still so much that needs to be shown from both campaign and multiplayer. The other alternative is that Microsoft hold off on releasing any multiplayer gameplay until the rumoured summer event, and only release a multiplayer trailer at E3. I doubt this will happen, but it's something to think about. Again, I do think the Halo Infinite presentation will be much longer than 10 minutes, so still expect to see both the campaign and multiplayer elements of Infinite. Now, there's always been a cinematic trailer for Halo ever since Halo 3, and it's likely we'll see one for Halo Infinite at E3 this year too. The presentation could open with a cinematic trailer, or even end with it, but this is something that will be short and sweet, that hopefully will tie in with the Halo Infinite release date announcement. This is something that is certain to happen during E3, but most likely at the conclusion of the presentation. It could be revealed at the end of the cinematic trailer, or even just announced by Bonnie Ross or Phil Spencer, although I would love to see Joseph Statham talk about Infinite and then announce its release date. November 15th seems to be the ideal release date for Infinite, and with Halo Infinite being the spiritual successor to Halo Combat Evolved, it makes perfect sense to release it then, while also celebrating Halo's 20th anniversary. I'd say 100% expect Infinite to release then, otherwise 343 may release Infinite during September, being similar to Halo 3, which no one would be opposed to because we'd get to play it earlier, but I just think it would be so special for Infinite to drop November 15th. Let me know if you agree. I made a video very recently regarding the Halo Infinite Special Edition consoles that might be announced or showcased at E3 this year. I think this is something that's very likely to happen, so if you would like to learn more about what to expect from that, definitely check out my video if you haven't already. This brings me to the more anticipated anticipated part of the Halo Infinite showcase, being the beta or flight team program that should launch at the conclusion of the Halo Infinite presentation. 343 have stated that Halo Infinite will have multiple betas throughout this year to gather plenty of feedback so they can ensure a smooth and successful launch in the fall. E3 will be the perfect time to drop the first beta that should be relatively small in scale, but just enough to get feedback to start fixing any alarming issues in the game. Joseph Staten said in the last Inside Infinite update that there are glorious plans afoot and big things around the corner, which to me points to a beta dropping very soon. And what better time to launch Halo Infinite's beta than just after its big showcase? The hype will go through the roof, and everyone will be jumping online to see if they can play Halo Infinite's multiplayer for the very first time. It's also worth noting that strange emails from the Halo Infinite Insider program have been going out to those opted in for Halo Infinite flighting, stating that 343 are hard at work preparing a new email system for when Halo Infinite arrives, but I think this is something that will be used for when the beta goes live. All those opted into the Halo Infinite flighting program will receive an email, most likely detailing how they can participate in the Halo Infinite flight. That's most likely how it will work, because I can't see them having an open beta where anyone can just join from downloading the beta off the Microsoft Store. That could happen, but 343 have said multiple times that Halo Infinite flighting will go through the Halo Insider program, so I'd be stunned if they use a different method. But yes, expect the Halo Infinite beta to launch at the end of Microsoft's presentation, meaning that Halo Infinite will probably be last in the lineup, which doesn't bother me all that much. The hype train will surely get going again after the showcase, and if everything's gone well, I'm sure many people will be going crazy to join the flighting, because this game is shaping up to be amazing. I truly hope all those that lost interest in Halo Infinite last year after the July reveal can once again get excited, because truly there's so much to be excited for. Halo Infinite now looks like a true Halo game while feeling so nostalgic in almost every way imaginable. I have faith that 343 can get it right this time. Everything we've seen and heard so far looks great, and I can't wait to see more at E3. There's a lot riding on Halo Infinite's E3 showcase. It needs to be amazing and epic, but more importantly, it needs to steal the show, and I truly believe it will. Alrighty guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to let me know what you think we'll see at E3 this year. The Halo hype is coming back, and I can't wait to finally play this game. If you guys would like to join my Discord, you'll find the link in the description, along with my Twitter, if of course you'd like to follow me there too. Anyway fam, thanks so much for watching, please like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to support me that little bit extra. Thanks guys, have a good one.